And nearby one of my schools is so cool because now, a few minutes ago, this playground was filled with screaming children. So as I take my brain break and I come out, I'm gonna take a little walk on the inside so you can see that even though I'm gonna say this quietly, even though we are all about the New York Knicks, right? Shout out to our New York Knicks. In our basketball courts, which is almost at every school, we actually have basketball courts. So that's why basketball is so huge in New York. You're gonna see in Brooklyn Nets banners are up. Like in other states and other cities, you'll see the Knicks stuff up. I mean, Brooklyn, we had to just claim the Nets, but we always gonna be Knickerbockers. That's just what it is. Because we were Knicks before the Nets decided to leave Jersey and come to Brooklyn. Anyway, so the key about that is you'll always see a basketball court in our neighborhoods, in our schoolyards, because that's what we have the space for. We don't have the space for, and there's a pool, a little indoor pool. Hey, Azark, what's up? How are you? Thanks for joining me live today. I see you. I'm chilling. I'm doing a brain break walk and just sharing a little bit of communication strategies with you as I take a walk through the park. And speaking about effective communication with people is key. Oh, great. What was for dinner tonight? Is understanding the current situation and where it is and what it is. So when you're having or you want to have communication with people, with specifically people that you care about, people that you want them to understand. Oh, cool. Happy Islamic New Year to you too. You want to make sure that you're on common ground, right? Effective communication always stems from common ground. So the reason why I'm sharing the common ground of New York is all about basketball. That's why basketball is so big to us, because that's what we have space for. That's our common ground. We don't have space for, well, come on through. We don't have space for the football. We don't have space for the soccer. We don't have space for, we may have spaces in some places, but near every school, near every park, you're always guaranteed you'll see a basketball court. So common ground is key. And I shared this a little bit yesterday, some beautiful flowers. I was going to show you some beautiful things to share with. No, I don't share personal information on this space. What I do is come on and I share information because I'm grateful to have the information to share with you. This is definitely a business space for us, and common ground is key. That's a key of communication. And effective communication is trying to find out, like, what is your common ground? What are the things you have in common? Or what's the spaces you have in common? So because New York have basketball in common, because we've all had basketball courts in our schoolyards or around the corner, in every park there's a basketball court. Like our young fellas, even the ladies, you can catch them on the court playing ball. That's why it's so huge when we win something big like that, right? Like the national championship, shout out our Knicks. But letting you know that basketball is such a thing for New York, and it's bigger than these other sports because that's just our common ground. That's what we have. That's what we can talk about in common, is basketball. Because whether you're a basketball fan, fanatic or not, everybody got a court in their park. Everybody have a court a few blocks away from wherever they live. So you may not even play the game of basketball, but you've seen a basketball before. You've seen a court before. So effective communication has to do with shared and common backgrounds and having something in common so that you can talk naturally about it. Hence, New Yorkers can meet up with each other and we can just naturally talk basketball. We may not even have all the details, but we have enough details to know what a court look like. We know what a ball look like. We have the basics put down. Even my mama, that's why it goes across generations, even in New York, can share because she has seen basketball courts and have gotten many a basketballs for younger boys, even girls with their pink balls, and have shared something in common with basketball. So how do I relate basketball and communication, especially effective communication? The key is common ground. Find what's the common ground. Once you find the common ground, then you now have a space to take that to the next level, to the next space. So that's where we're all going to come on. Yes, I'm still here, sharing some more high vibes with you. There's some pretty flowers that I could always share with you. Of course, in New York, you're always going to see our buses. Yes, I am walking and talking. That's what I call brain breaks. I'm walking from one school to another. And in the midst of that, I'm sharing with you all the pretty things. Those little lights. I love those lights. They get solar lights. And in the night, they shine so pretty. I have some of those in our Aruba home sanctuary. So, as I do a nice little brain break, it's a beautiful temperature day. It's a beautiful weather day in Brooklyn, New York. We are prepping for the big Knicks parade tomorrow. At the time of this recording, I don't know when you're going to see it, but catching it live, then we're prepping for. New York as itself is prepping for graduations and Knicks games. So there's a whole lot of parents that are going to be sad that they're going to have to miss the parade because they got graduations, and priority is priority. Shout out to SmartFit Fam. We do have our graduation celebration. We call it our super grads. We're celebrating them at the time of this recording. It's going to be Saturday, June 27th, 2026 in Whitecroft Farmhouse Museum. So if you know a grad, please reach out to me so we can celebrate them on that day. And I can share more information. It's a free event, of course, because it's by my nonprofit organization. SmartFit Fam, where we provide information and strategies and support for learning more about wellness, fitness, and nutrition for those with autism, families with autism, and other special needs, related special needs. So as we do that, last year they celebrated Zachary's graduation. I wasn't there, so I'm going to be there this year. So I'm excited to do, look, this is what you see in Brooklyn. Really, this is, welcome to my world. There's nothing. Nothing is out of blue when you come to Brooklyn. Everything is normal. Nothing is abnormal. So yeah, taking a quick little walk. I'm walking from school to school. Decided to just park up, lace up, and do a little brain break. Brain break means just take it easy for the day. Walk from space to space. Of course, the ice cream truck is out. Ice cream truck is always out. Ice cream truck is always out. Welcome to New York. And this is what it looks like. I'm doing some other walking throughout the streets, so I enjoy it because I think you're always seeing something different in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a smorgasbord of different people. Yes. Continue talking, take rest, and listen. Absolutely. You got it. You got the tips. Good job. Thank you for writing that down. Yes, good listening is key. And rest and relaxation is definitely key. Common ground is the key, though, for this message today, because that's what's really keep coming up in my head, is make sure you have that common ground when you want to have effective communication. Create that common ground and use that as a space to share more. It's more natural, it's more authentic, it's more real. So you're not just sharing things that are fake, but you're talking about things that either you're genuinely interested in or you're genuinely about. So I can't talk about football because we don't have football coach, but what I do have is a brother that played football. So if I ever have to speak about football, I can talk about his days of playing football. It is, I like to say it's like one something. Feels like one something almost to like the middle of the day here. But it's just time to, I just said, okay, let me just park up the car and just walk from one school to the other. Get some fresh air, get some exercise, and come live and just share some information. So, welcome to Brooklyn. It's a little bit behind the scenes, and then I'm gonna pretty much shut off. And maybe someday, I would love to. There's so many places in the world I want to go to, actually. So, I'm gonna shut off for a few and just finish up this walk, do some meditation, do some gratitude, prayer, and just really get still for a few minutes as I walk, right? So, have a blessed and amazing day. Thanks for hopping in. Hope you got something, and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Toodles.